Hello and welcome back. I'm Chan, the Tech Man, and this is Syberia 3. Thank you for tuning in. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Get into the comment section, be nice. My website is chansmith.me. It's also in the description of this video. It's chansmith.me. If you want to donate, go there and all kinds of good stuff on there. Share my stuff on your social networking. Thank you for watching my video. Chan the Tech Man, and let's get into it. Starting to get the hang of this. I guess you gotta follow him down there.
Look just next to the films there, Miss Walker. You should find a film on Baranor.
Um, well, let's see. Maybe a newspaper clipping. What's the films? Let's see what I got here. Okay. Incident of a nuclear plant. Authorities downplay the effects. Tempest in a teapot. I hate reading all this stuff. And how the mayor of Antoli described the incident yesterday that has worried the communities around the local nuclear power plant. I spoke personally with immediately after I was informed by my constituents complaining of noise, he stated, and I can assure you that he so satisfactorily answered all of my questions. In a word, all is well. Indeed, it would seem that a minor technical incident was at the origin of the alarm. A power test conducted a reactor caused a plan radius of a cooling water, which in turn caused small inconsequence of detonations that were significantly loud to lead nearby inhabitants to legitimately react. As for rumors of underground flooding and a fire raging in the facility, was both firm and reassuring. Spread rumors like that is purely and simply anti-patriotic, he said. Given the importance of nuclear energy for the economy and industry in our beautiful region, do you really think we could take an accident lightly if it were as serious as the rumors say and the town council outed? And the reality is that the current system in the plant are so sophisticated that an accident, and by accident I mean a major one, is statistically almost impossible. When we contacted him, he also confirmed that he had been in touch with the Energy Ministry, which in the event saw no reason to worry. Record number of visitors for the amusement park by 50,000. That's how many entry tickets have been bought for the amusement since it opened last year. Newly re-elected mayor of Balsamore is delighted at the impact of the region that is. Eye-spacing drama conclusion of the inquest last summer. It stirred emotions all up over the on the lake to do a little ice fishing with his little brother, drowned tragically when he fell through the ice. The inquest has concluded that it was an accident, despite the testimony of victims' little brothers who claimed that. Okay. Well, and it looks like how you wrap books up to send them in overseas in the mail. Let's see, where is this? There is an open box. Film reel. Okay, let's see. Can I look at it now? Let's see if we can do this.
Baranor. Baranor.
Baranor, the cursed city. Baranor, the martyred town. Baranor has been nothing but a field of ruins and desolation since a week after the explosion of reactor number 3 in the nuclear power plant. Baltimore is on the other side of the lake, sheltered from the prevailing winds, and fortunately it seems to have been spared from the deadly radioactive clouds. Our town was mobilized to go to the aid of our neighbors. Although our town's means were modest when compared to such catastrophe, there were nonetheless among us some brilliant mechanical engineers. In record time, they developed a small army of automatons capable of helping the affected people. Those men and dogs of steel could go where a human could no longer set foot without becoming seriously ill. Over there, they could be excavators, rescue workers, and treasure bearers.
Oscar, they all look like him.
Truly magnificent pieces, Nishtvar. The XZ-2000 model is most assuredly one of Hans's major masterpieces.
Their mission was to bring back any survivors of the catastrophe to Baltimore, where the victims would receive the best care in Dr. Zemiatine's clinic. The Crystal, the ferry usually responsible for linking the towns of Baltimore and Baranor every day, carried the new type of rescuers to the scene of the drama and brought back the survivors of the catastrophe.
So Baranor suffered the ravages of a nuclear accident. But according to that film, the automatons you designed with Hans should have helped save lots of lives, right?
I'm afraid that's not how things went. Because of Captain Oben, who... Ah, that must be Sarah. Please come this way, Miss Walker. I'll introduce you.
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Oh, shoot. Oh, look here.
Kirk's prosthesis. But it looks like it isn't finished. Kirk's prosthesis. But it looks like it isn't finished.
Well, let's go climb the stairs.
Miss Walker, may I introduce you to Sarah, my granddaughter?
We've actually already met. Haven't we, Sarah?
I actually owe Miss Walker a candle. Thanks to her calmness and peace of mind, I'm still here and on my feet. She found my medication and gave it to me before it was too late. Donnerwetter.
You don't mean you had another attack, do you? Ah, you're being so very naughty, Grandfather. You absolutely must let Dr. Zamiatine examine you.
Come on, stay calm, my little child. When I go to the clinic to take the prosthesis to the young Yukol, I'll stop by and see the good doctor. Until then, why don't you make yourself really useful to Miss Walker? She's looking for some way to transport the Yukol caravan to the other side of the lake.
Well, I think I've already found the solution. The boat in the film, the Crystal, it must be the ship that's docked in the port. If it was able to transport the automatons you and Hans built, it could carry the ostriches across the lake.
Ah, that's not a bad idea. But unfortunately, there's a slight problem of size, dear Miss Walker.
It's true I can't afford to pay for a crossing, but...
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. The problem is Captain Obo, a very sad fellow. That coward has been hiding himself in alcohol ever since he abandoned our automatons to Baranor, and he'd rather simply die than go back. He tells everybody that the evil monster of the lake is waiting for him, and that as soon as he goes back on the water, the beast will just up and grab him. Ha 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 ha. But of course, that is the purest fantasy.
Grandfather, I know you're still really angry with Captain Obo because he abandoned the automatons that you built with your friend Hans and Baranor. He was supposed to wait for them. They were going to take all the survivors they found in the rubble to the boat and then bring everyone here to safety in Valsambor. But in the end, when he got to the beach at Baranor and saw the disaster and all the dead, he became really afraid. The disease, the radiation. He must have had an uncontrollable panic attack, so he immediately turned back, dumped the machines on the Crystal into the lake, and came back empty-handed to Valsambor. And the automatons have been there ever since, in hell. But who knows? Maybe today he'll want to sell. I'm sure Kate will be capable of convincing him to help the Yukols. I have to go do my waitressing shift in the tavern. Come by and see me later on, okay? Captain Obo will be there.
All right, then. I'll try and convince Captain Obo. Thank you for everything, Mr. Steiner.
I don't know if I really should wish you good luck, dear Miss Walker. Baranor is only an open grave now.
Okay. Go back. Let's see how long. Continue on here a little bit.
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
Go speak with young Sarah. She could help you.
I guess not.
All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress the Steiner girl. It really gets to me. If only I was still 20 years younger.
Okay.
I hope you find the tavern agreeable, miss.
We're pretty lucky with all we've been through. At least we've still got places like this. Sometimes, though, I wonder if this town will ever get its old soul back.
It's been hard to sell our produce since the port closed. And now those nomads show up and undercut us.
Captain Obo?
What do you want?
May I sit down for a second?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry to impose, but I actually really...
You know, you kind of remind me of someone. The wife of the quartermaster that served on board the Crystal after the war. Do you realize he got married to the first cousin of the wife of a machinist?
Oh, okay. That's all really interesting, but what I wanted to ask...
That's a really great story, really. Because, did you know? So there. So the guy answers, I don't know nothing, Captain. Turns out he was hiding in the broom closet. Hilarious. Irina, the wife of the quartermaster, her name was Irina Malevna. Crazy how much you look like her.
Oh, gee, it's getting late. I have to go. You can finish telling me the story another time, Captain Obo.
Well, where is... See if I can talk to her.
Is everything okay, Kate?
Not really. I'd like to ask Captain Obo if the Yukon caravan can go on board his boat to cross over to Baranor. But I can't get a straight answer. He's completely sloshed.
I'm sorry, miss, but I really think you're wasting your time. He's getting drunk again to forget his crimes, like he always does. To forget he wasn't brave the way a captain should be. Can you believe it? In Baranor, he just picked up and abandoned his passengers. And I know, he'll never want to see that cursed place again.
I'm not sure that's true, lad. Even if he does drink a lot, the captain's a pretty good guy. Say the right thing, and you may be able to convince him.
If I'm ever lucky enough to find him sober, even for a moment, I need that drunkard to listen to me.
Maybe I can help you with that. I'll make him one of my famous small restoratives. After that, he'll want to sleep for 3 days, but at least his mind will be clear.
Please, hurry. With every passing minute, the situation for the Yukos worsens.
I'm hurrying, but I can't make this any faster than the music, miss. It's a very old and special recipe.
Who knows what became of the victims and automatons the captain abandoned?
No, everybody hates the captain for that. But nobody volunteered to take the helm of the crystal in his place to pick up the survivors. If there are any left in Baranor, they're all dead now, that's for sure.
Grandfather says that the automatons would have broken down really quickly with nobody to maintain them.
Do you know why Captain Obo fled Baranor?
He must have been completely traumatized by what he saw there. The catastrophe, the victims, and then the radiation. He unloaded the automatons on the beach, but he didn't expect they'd bring the survivors back right then. He just cracked, completely snapped. Full astern and goodbye all. Can you even imagine?
Afterwards, he came up with that story of a sea monster appearing and attacking his boat.
Yes, the old legend of the monster of the lake. Convenient, isn't it?
Has Captain Obo taken the crystal out of port since leaving Baranor?
He's been far too drunk ever since then for that.
And anyway, the port's been closed since the tragedy of Baranor 20 years ago.
Do you think the crystal is still in sailing condition after all this time?
I'm sure there'll be a few repairs to do, but Obo never stopped keeping it in shape, you know. He loves his boat, despite everything. Go see the captain. Sarah will bring you the restorative when it's ready.
Take this, Captain. This one's on the house.
My God! This piss water unbattens the hatches, swamps the deck, and opens the portholes. Hello, miss.
My name is Kate Walker, Captain Obo. We met each other earlier.
To what do I owe the honor of your presence at the table of the regrettably famous Captain Obo?
Oh, let's see. Which one should I do?
I'm listening, miss.
This is good news, Captain. You're back at the starting block again. You have a new beginning, a new dawn.
Now that's a good show of spirit, Miss Walker. What'll you be having now? It's my round.
What I'd like you to do is to help me, Captain. I could even say you're the man of the hour.
What do you mean by that, young lady?
The Yukon caravan has to cross the lake now. It absolutely must continue on its migration, do you understand? So I thought that maybe they could board the crystal. That way you could take everybody there, to the other side, Captain. I know you don't have fond memories of your last crossing, of your departure from Baranor, but...
Why the hell are you bothering me if everybody has already warned you about horrible Captain Obo? The gutless wonder.
You're right, Captain. It's safe to say that people don't have a particularly high opinion of you. But I think you're afraid to know where I want to take the Yukels.
Oh, listen to her. All right, then. Tell me where Miss Walker actually wants me to take her in my old tub.
You won't like this.
Stop going easy on me, would you? Where do you actually want to go, Miss Walker?
We're going to Baranor. That's where the migration is taking the Yukels.
Are you kidding? Baranor? In 20 years, nobody has landed. Nobody's even set foot there. I saw the hellish red eyes of the monster of the lake. Beast as big and long as my boat. Ask your Yukon friends what they think about it. They call it the Kilak, the evil spirit of the lake. The devil guarding the doorway to hell.
In that case, I'll buy the crystal.
What makes you think she's up for sale?
You've left her in the port to rot. She's completely run down. You haven't the money to keep her shipshape. I have money, and I need that ferry.
She's a ferry, not a liner. The girl wants to take the helm of the Crystal. Now I've heard everything.
I know that if the Proud Crystal had an equally proud commander at her helm, things would go better. But as you don't want to go on a voyage...
No, believe me, miss. I wouldn't really be doing you any favors by helping you.
Captain, please.
I'm sorry, but it's no.
Listen, Kate. Don't go giving up just yet. I'm pretty sure the captain can still be convinced.
He seemed pretty categorical, I'm afraid.
There must be some way. Go explore his boat. The Crystal has always been like a home to him. Who knows? You may find something there that'll make him change his mind.
Why not? I'll give it a try. Thank you, Sarah.
Okay. I think it's this way, I think. Let's see what that is. Oh, that's the, let's see.
Hello? Anyone here?
Huh? Oh, probably shouldn't be doing this. Oh, let's see. Let's try that. I don't know about the other one. Okay, what we need to do here. Should we go up here? Let's see. I don't know what's all this stuff and I can't do anything. What's this? Mysteries in a magazine publication. Oh, that's not what I already read that. Okay. It was written by Coward. Coward, the title is less prestigious than Captain. It was nevertheless preferable to the prospects of once again being confronted with a lake and the red eyes that lurk there. Its eyes, I suppose I should start from the beginning now that I've thrown the old log aboard so the tale can be told afresh. Everything is ready. My room for my account, my confessions, and the judge. By the speed to which the bottle of vodka is emptied, there is little time left before I plunge into the sleep stripped of nightmares. I never really knew what they asked me to become. Why they asked me to become a commander of the Crystal. I have to say that at the time I was a young wolf, dressed to the nines of proud Marine Navy. There wasn't a port from where they didn't toast the health of Captain Obo, not to mention a few black eyes and gave two smiles handed out along the way. The fact remains that when the Balsamore asked me to take the helm of the Crystal, I accepted, and years have just followed, 20 in fact. The work was easy, enjoyable, and consisted of brewing between the different towns
No matter what the captain says, this part clearly shows he wanted redemption. I have to go back and talk to him about this.
This town just across from Balsamore on the other side of the lake, since that crazy mechanic from the west set up his amusement park there last year. All I was going was transporting tourists. All I was doing to go transported tourists going to it, but that was before the accident in the power plant, before Barham Nor became radioactive. That will remain for centuries and centuries. So lots of people survived the meltdown. They got way more radiation than they were supposed to, sure, but they came through it alive. So given the Crystal's record, the captain to the authorities immediately thought of us when it came time to go rescue these poor people. The mission was simple: unload the rescue team on the beach at the Balnor amusement park, wait for them to come back for the survivors, and take everyone back to Balnor Click until all the survivors were safe and sound. Despite the risk of the terrible sight of all those bodies, the first few crossings went as planned. Then things got out of control because that's when it arrived. Fear. Everybody who says my name now, they will spit on the sidewalk, will tell you. After all those crossings, the radiation finally put the wind up oboe cells. What he says he saw came straight from a bottle that drunkards more scared of the atom than of Errol Sea smugglers. But on my honor as a sailor, I swear that's all wrong. Sure, just thinking about that precious radiation invisible to the naked eye and capable of burning you, creating countless mutations is enough to get a cold shivers. Of course, it put wind up my sails worse than morality, a nameless terror, glacier and dark, like a moonless night, but that's because I saw it. The monster of the lake, all with all those arms stretching out forever, its evil eyes shining with a cunning and malevolent intent in those eyes. So yes, I know I could never make up for the harm I caused by abandoning the rescuers and the last survivors of Baltimore. I'd also be lying if I never thought of going back to challenge the monster fair and square. Look, rather than try to make up for my crimes, but what good would it do? That wouldn't bring back the people I left to die. Nobody would forgive me. In fact, have shown that's a good gutless imminent responsibility is going to do anything. Okay. Regardless, the only thing that counts for me now is to keep the lake and the inhabitants safe from my presence on board Crystal, and no more pretending. The truth is that I need to protect myself from the lake and the cunning devil that hides at all costs. Now I approach the end of the lines. I can't stop looking at the crystal's ignition key, that old trinket. It's been in my pocket for 20 years, and that's used so many times to set course to the lake. I see the bottle of vodka empty, and my mind is clear, far clearer than that when I fled the Barnor since my damnation. Right now, at the very moment, I know suicidal inclination in the bud, and suddenly urged to confront the horror that awaits me at the lake bed. Where did the jacket get to? Okay, well, I guess we can go back. I think. Let's see. How do we get out of here? That's the front. Okay, no, that's not what I want. No, 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 no. Oh, that's it.
Don't get disheartened, Kate. I'm sure you can find a way to change the captain's mind.
What on earth do you want with me now?
I took a look at your logbook, Captain. I read what you wrote when you fled Baranor.
So in that case, you know what I am, right? I'm damned and rotten to the core.
Let me tell you something, Captain. I know that you need to redeem yourself, and I just may be able to help you do that.
How in the hell?
Take the Yukon caravan to Baranor in the Crystal. The migration must go that way.
Nor. That's impossible. You can't go to there anymore. Never again. Too much happened. Too many died. But also there, in the water.
Captain, I think it's time for you to clear your head of all these fanciful stories designed to scare people. Everywhere in the world where the water is deep, people have come up with legends designed to keep children safe. Come on, get up, Captain Obo. Show me what you're made of.
Miss Walker, first of all, I have to say that you're an incredibly stubborn woman. I'd even say that you're a real, Anyway, I'll stop there. But I get it.
And what am I to conclude from your appraisals?
All right, all right. You can get your gang of little savages and board the crystal. I'll take you.
Oh, thank you, Captain, really, with all my heart. And thank you on behalf of the Yukels.
Oh, but be careful now, Cabin Girl. You're not there yet. There are 2 conditions, and they are negotiable. First, we stop by Narrodas. It's a little town just a bit south of Baranor. That will mean we avoid the most radioactive zones, but it won't actually take you too far off your path. And second, we also sail by day. I'm not going to finish up on the Lake Monster's plate. And it sleeps during the day. The beast is usually a bit of a night owl anyway.
I accept, Captain Obo.
In that case, all hands on deck now, sailor, because we've got work to do before we can hoist the anchor.
Come on, Kate. You hurry off and meet with the captain before he changes his mind. I'll go tell Grandfather to join you on board the Crystal with Kirk.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, thank you for tuning in. That's a good place to end. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. I'm Chan, the Tech Man. Get into the comment section. Be nice. My website is chansmith.me. It's also in the description of this video. And if you want to donate, go there too. There's all kinds of good stuff on there. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for watching my videos, and ask other people to watch. Share my stuff on your social networking. I'm Chan, the Tech Man.